After spending a good amount of time camping, towing, and really living in our 2025 Casita Spirit Deluxe, we have learned quite a few things that make life a lot easier out here. And not just the obvious stuff, but the little details. The things you only really notice after a few trips. After setting up in the dark, after dealing with wind, heat, tight campsites, and long days on the road. So in this video, there are 12 lessons we learned with our 2025 Casita Spirit. One lesson I learned the hard way is that backup cameras are absolutely worth it. And I mean that literally the hard way. When I was backing up the camper, I clipped some gate hardware and ended up scratching the side of the Casita. Thankfully, it was not major damage, but it was enough to get my attention. It reminded me really quickly that even a small trailer has blind spots, and those blind spots are usually right where the expensive fiberglass is. Since then, backup cameras have moved way up my priority list. They make it so much easier to see what is directly behind you, but also the angles, posts, rocks, trees, uneven terrain, all the little things that don't show up in your mirrors. Especially when you're tired after a long drive or backing into a tight campsite. Having that extra visibility just takes a lot of stress out of the situation. It is one of those upgrades that doesn't feel exciting until the moment it saves you. A small step stool has turned out to be one of the most useful things we carry. It is one of the simplest items, but we use it constantly. It makes getting in and out of the Casita easier, especially at night, early in the morning, or after a long day when you're just tired. It is also helpful for reaching higher storage areas, cleaning, or just even having a quick place to sit outside. And if you have uneven ground at a campsite, that extra step can make things a lot safer. It is especially useful for my German Shepherd, who is now 10 years old. She really struggled with the factory step that came with the Casita. Another lesson we learned is that upgrading the mattresses is absolutely worth it. For us, this meant going with a setup from lovemycasita.com, and it also meant giving up the dinettes. That is definitely a trade-off. You lose your indoor seating area, so it is something to think about. But for us, sleep is just more important. We also need 2 separate beds because of a CPAP machine setup, and having a dedicated sleeping space makes that a lot easier to manage. Before the upgrade, the factory cushions were okay, but not great for multiple nights in a row. Now it feels like a real bed, and there is no setup at the end of the day. No converting the dinette, no rearranging cushions. You just go to sleep. And since we spend most of our time outside anyway, we really have not missed the dinette. For us, this has easily been one of the best upgrades we have made. The next lesson involves storage. And in a Casita, storage is everything. Having a dedicated closet space gives us place for jackets, clothes, towels, and even some gear that we want easy access to. Before that, things had a tendency to migrate. You set something down, and suddenly it is in the way or hard to find later. But once everything has a place, the whole trailer just feels bigger. It also makes setup and tear down faster because you're not constantly rearranging things. And honestly, anything that reduces clutter inside a small camper makes the whole experience more relaxing. If you plan to camp in warmer weather, adding a SoftStart to the Mach 8 air conditioner is one of the best upgrades you can make. The biggest benefit is reducing that initial startup surge when the AC kicks on. Normally, air conditioners draw a large spike of power right at the startup. But with the SoftStart, that surge is smoothed out. And what that means in real life is more flexibility. You can run your AC on smaller generators or on limited campground power without tripping breakers. It just makes the whole system more efficient and more usable in different situations. Another upgrade that has been really useful is adding a propane meter. Before that, it was mostly guesswork. You try to estimate how much propane you have left based on the usage, but it's never exact. With a meter, you can quickly check your levels before a trip or even while you're out camping. You are not wondering if you will run out while cooking, heating, or using hot water. Another simple trick that has helped us more than I expected is keeping a 1-gallon water jug in the bathroom for flushing the toilet. It sounds basic, but it really changes how you manage your water. Instead of always pulling from your fresh water tank, you can use that separate gallon just for flushing. And what that does is stretch your onboard water a lot longer, especially if you are dry camping or out for multiple days. You start to realize pretty quickly that water management is everything in a small trailer. The longer you can make your tank last, the more flexibility you have with where you camp and how long you stay. It is one of those habits that takes almost no effort, but adds up over time. We like to prioritize showers over everything else. For summer camping, having a generator that can actually handle the air conditioner makes a huge difference. A Honda generator has been a great fit for us. Quiet, reliable, and strong enough to keep the Casita cool. And if you camp in the high desert like we do, you know how quickly the temperatures can climb during the day. The Honda EU 3200i is exceptional at high altitude efficiency. Having the ability to cool the trailer down is not just about comfort, it can make the entire trip more enjoyable. The Parkit 360 has been a huge help. Moving a trailer by hand sounds easy until you're dealing with slopes, tight spaces, or uneven ground. That is where the Parkit 360 really shines. It gives you controlled, powered movement so you can position the trailer exactly where you want it. This is especially helpful in narrow driveways, tight campsites, or storage areas where backing in with the truck is difficult. It takes a lot of the stress out of those situations. And honestly, it gives you a level of precision that is hard to match any other way. One thing that confused me at first was the difference between the converter and the inverter. And this is one of those things that is worth understanding early. The converter charges your batteries when you are plugged into shore power. The inverter does the opposite. It takes your battery power and lets you run household outlets and charge devices when you are off-grid. Now here's where it gets important. If you are running lithium batteries and trying to conserve power, you need to be aware of what is on and what is off. If the converter is still running when it does not need to be, it can slowly pull power and drain your batteries faster than expected. And that can be frustrating if you are not sure where the power is going. Once you understand how the system works, everything becomes much easier to manage, and you get a lot more confidence camping off-grid. Another simple tip is spraying silicone on the awning hardware. This is one of those things you might not think about until you hear it. When the wind picks up, the awning can start to creak, squeak, and rub in ways that are surprisingly loud, especially at night. And when you're out in a quiet place, those little noises stand out. A quick spray of silicone on the moving parts helps everything operate smoother and quieter. The final lesson we learned is with the Anderson anti-sway hitch. When hooking up, alignment matters more than you think. You really want the camper perfectly lined up with the tow vehicle before attaching the chains. If the trailer is even slightly off to one side, it can make it harder to tension everything evenly. I connect the ball hitch and pull the vehicle and trailer forward until everything is perfectly straight, then connect the chains. It is a small step that saves time and effort every single trip. Those are 12 of the biggest lessons we have learned with our 2025 Casita Spirit Deluxe so far. And the interesting thing is, most of these are not complicated. They are small improvements, small habits, and small upgrades that add up over time. But together, they make camping easier, more comfortable, and a lot more enjoyable. If you have your own Casita tips or upgrades, let me know in the comments. I always like seeing what other people are doing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next adventure.